Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa ahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Allahumma ja'alil Qur'ana rabi'a qulubina wa nura sudurina. Allahumma ameen. So we are going to start our today's session. Nowadays we are doing the sentences. We have done so far about the nominals. There are two type of sentences: nominal sentence, which starts with noun, and then verbal sentence. Just to recap and some important point here, and then we will go for the next topic, inshallah. Nominal sentence, they are we know that they already we discussed that they start with the noun and they have mubtada, they have khabar, muta'alliq bil khabar. That's it. And then why they are used? Sometimes they are used to give they are used to emphasis or to express emotion or clarification. They are also used in that because they start with, for example, here al muslimu, okay, and then allama, it is in the form of it is like a verb, but allama mean he taught. In this case this will be khabar. Al muslimu allama, so the muslim, and then more clarification about the muslim that he taught. Similarly, we have Allahu, then it says Yahdi. Allah, He guided, He guides. Or we say Allahu harrama haza. Allah, He forbade this. So more clarification about this. Allahu, Allah. So these are also nominal sentence. He ya'murukum. He orders you all. Allahu ya'lamu. Allah, He knows. Allahu ya'lamu. So they are also used for the put the emphasis or to express the emotion or clarification. Nominal sentence and verbal sentence, they are just a regular sentence. We know that if we, for example, it says allama al muslimu, the Muslim taught. Yahdillahu, he so what will be the meaning? We know that there is an inside doer. We have to look for the outside doer. Allah guides. And if we change it like here, Ya'murukumullahu. So the meaning will be totally changed. Allah um, orders you all. But here if it comes like this, Allahu Ya'murukum, it is Allah, He orders you all. But here it is in verbal sentence when it is will be used Ya'murukumullahu. So there is inside doer is he. So you have to look for outside doer. So Allah orders you all. So there is a way of expression that is different. For example, here we say if Allahu ya'lamu, Allah, He knows. But here it is just a regular normal sentence. Ya'lamullahu. Allah knows. Allah knows. So this is another important point that we have to be considered when we do the Quranic translation. And similarly, we already discussed all these examples and this. So today we are going to start a new concept, and that is naibul fa'il, acting doer. And this acting doer, it is related to passivize. We already discussed about the passivize, or we also say it as majhul, passivize verb. Like we have nasara. Nasara means he helped. And when you say he nasara, he helped, you already know who is the doer. He is the doer. And what is his action? Helping. Nasara, he helped. Fataha, he opened. Similarly, allama, he taught. You change this nasara into passivize, and then passivize for nasara will be nosira. Then the meaning is totally changed. So it will meaning will be he was helped. So here doer is not known. We don't know who helped, but he was helped. Now he becomes maf'ul. That's why this is called majhul. We are unaware about that. So just look at that. Nasara. Nasara means he helped. It is clear who is helping. But when it becomes nusira, he was helped. It's mean the doer is not there. We are unaware about that. That's why that is called. In that case, when doer is not there, so we have to make something, uh, some arrangements, and that will be called acting doer, naibul fa'il. So we are clear about that. In passive voice verb, the doer is not known. So we have to make arrangement to make a new doer, that is called naibul file or acting doer. So whenever these concepts will come, it is about the passive verb. So in passive voice verb, file is not known, but maf'ul is known, like nasara, he helped, he is the doer. But when it comes nusira, he was helped. So in that case we know that who is the maf'ul, but who helped him, it is not clear. So in that case we have to make a naibul file, acting doer. And this acting doer will be, it can be inside, or it can be inside or outside of the fa'lul majul. And when the verb is passive voice, the verb is made, the maf'ul is made marfu, and it is called naibul file. Let's do some example here. Like, this is the best example to understand the whole concept. Here if we see khalaqal insana. Saad Iqbal, help me please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Khalaqal insana. First tell me what type of sentence it is.
This is a verbal sentence.
Verbal sentence because it starts with.
A verb, khalaqa.
Okay, now translate this.
He created the mankind or human.
Okay, he created the mankind. Let's hear. So if it is a verbal sentence, there is a fa'il. What is fa'il here?
Fa'il insan.
What is fa'il here? Fa'il mean doer.
Oh, he.
He. So we have when we say the terminologies, it is very important to understand the meaning. Fa'il mean doer. Maf'ul, the thing which is being done, and that is object. Okay, so fa'il is he. What is verb here?
Khalaqa, he created.
Creation is the verb. Okay, khalaqa. And what about insana?
Insan maf'ul.
And in English, what we will say it?
The object.
Object. Okay, this is a complete sentence, verbal sentence, in which we can clearly see there is a fa'il. We can clearly see there is maf'ul. So terminologies are important here. Khala, fa'il, when we say, that is doer, and maf'ul, on which it is thing is being done. Khalaqal insana, so he is a doer, and that is a inside doer. Khalaqal insana, he created the mankind, as Saad said. So he is the doer, that is inside, because we look for outside doer and we did not find any in rafa status. So he is inside doer is considered as fa'il, and insana is maf'ul, khalaqa, that is fa'il. There is no problem in this type of sentence. There is no passive voice. This is simple verbal sentence. Whenever it comes, we should clearly say what is fa'il, what is fi'il, and maf'ul may or may not be there. Okay. Now let's make it passivized to understand this whole concept. Saad, what will be khalaqa?
Khalaqa,
Passivized of khalaqa is?
khuliqa.
Okay. Khalaqa meaning?
He created.
And what is doer there?
The doer as he.
He. Okay. Now I change in khalaqa into passive verb, passivized verb, and you said it will be khuliqa. And what will be the translation for khuliqa?
He was created.
He was created. Is it clear there that who created in that case?
No.
No. So what is missing there?
The fa'il.
File.
Fa'il.
File, ya Saad. File is missing. We don't know who created. Because of khulika, khulika means he was created. Now, in that case, we have what we have to do? We have to make naibul file that can be inside or outside. So here it will be khuliqal insanu.
خلق الإنسان.
So now tell me in this case, what is fa'il here? What will be the translation in this case? Khuliqal insanu
The mankind were created.
was mankind was created. The human being was
Created.
created. Okay. So now what is fa'il here?
The in al-insan.
So
Al-insan.
it was a maf'ul before that is
Not.
made what is the what are the changes we have done with insana? We make it in a
Insan.
rafa status.
Yeah.
So now rafa status or so now we have given this as this is my acting doer. So whenever there is a passivized verb, so we have to make one acting doer. So acting doer is now insanu. So now translate it again. Khuliqal insanu.
The mankind was created.
The mankind was created. So, but here insanu is called what?
Acting doer. Not.
And it will be in which status?
It will be in marfu status. Rafa.
Marfu or rafa status, and that's why it will be called as marfu. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Daniel.
Yes.
Okay, first tell me about the read this.
Okay. نصر المسلمين.
Okay, is it a what type of sentence it is?
This is a verb sentence.
Which one?
Uh, verbal sentence.
Okay, verbal sentence. Go slowly, please, and clearly. Okay, now translate this.
Okay. نصر, he helped al-Muslimin, the Muslimin. He helped the Muslims.
He helped the Muslims. Muslimin. What is the meaning of Muslimin?
The Muslims.
Really, can you please do the table of Muslim and tell me we did in while we were doing the noun. Please help us to revise that complete table for singular, dual, and plural
Oh,
with
okay.
three states.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Good. So Muslimina is a plural. Okay. Now translation will be
He helped the Muslims.
okay. Now tell me what is file here.
فاعل is he.
Okay, and maf'ul.
مفعول مسلمين.
Yeah, that will always be in nasab status. Okay, so let's change it into passive voice. So what do you think? What will be there? No, if we change nasara in making it as passive voice verb,
it will be نصيرة.
nusira. When it will be nusira, what will happen here?
It will become مرفوع. Become المسلمون.
Al muslimuna. So what will be the complete sentence?
نصر المسلمون.
So muslimina was here as a maf'ul. So when would you change muslimina into
المسلمون becomes نائب الفاعل.
file? So that become file. Now what will be the translation?
The Muslims were helped.
Muslims verb helped. Muslims were helped. And muslimuna is now what is it is called?
مرفوع and it's نائب الفاعل.
Naibul file. Thank you very much. So whenever there will be a naibul file, how we will look for naibul file? When inside doer, inside naibul file will be he or she in mudare. So we have to look for outside because there was a he. Here it was he. So we have to look for outside and that will be in a rafa status. So that will be considered as naibul file or acting doer. Like inside here inside acting doer is nusira, he was helped, he is the inside acting doer. Nusiru, they, and nusirat will be she. And outside this outside naibul file will always be after fi'lul majhul, passive verb, after passive verb. And why we say it as majhul? Because doer is not noun. How if it is nusiratil muslimatu, nusiratil muslimatani, or nusiratil muslimatu, so this number doesn't matter, but gender is important. Gender should match in that case. Let us take one more example here. Khalaqal arda. Let me take here. Burak.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Can you please look at this? Khalaqal arda. Translate it, please.
Khalaqal arda means he created the earth.
Okay. What is fa'il here?
Fa'il is khalaqa.
Fa'il, doer. Who was doing this?
He.
He. This is very important, that doer. Fa'il means doer. Who is doing all these things? He. Okay. That is inside. And what about al arda will is called?
Al arda is maf.
Maf'ul.
Yeah.
Maf'ul. Repeat it again. What is doer? What is verb? And what is maf'ul here in this sentence?
So khalaqa is he is
Doer
doer, and then
or fa'il. Use this terminology. Or fa'il. Okay.
al arda is maf'ul.
Okay. And what is verb here?
Khalaqa.
Khalaqa. Khalaqa. And doer is inside. So again, translate it.
He created the earth.
Earth. So al arda is basically maf'ul here. Okay, let's make it passive-wise. What will be the passive verb for khalaqa?
Khulika.
Kholika. So it will be
Khulikal al ardu.
al ardu. There is one. Okay. Can you please read this last sentence, number 6?
It says outside naibul fa'il should match in gender, not necessarily in number.
Okay. So what about this al arda? Is it masculine or feminine?
Uh, Feminine.
Feminine. And we know that when there is a, by default, there is a statement that every noun is considered as masculine unless it has a reason to be a feminine. And al ardu, why? What is the reason? That is a due to linguistic reason. Al ardu will be taken as feminine because Arabs say take it as feminine. So if al arda is feminine, while making it passivized, so khuliqa will become
Uh, Khulikat
like nosira becomes,
nusirat.
and khuliqa will become.
Khulikat.
Very good. So now read it.
Khulikatil ardu.
Okay. So here maf'ul is converted into fa'il.
Yeah.
That is naibul fa'il. So what will be the translation here?
It would be he
So when there is an inside doer is he or she, you have to start with outside doer. So he doer is in rafa status now. Can you first translate this? Khuliqal insanu.
human was created.
Okay. Now apply the same rule here.
Earth was created.
The earth. Say again.
Oh yeah, the earth was created.
The earth was created. And did you understand that why we put khuliqat? Because in gender it should match.
Yes.
Gender it should match. And al ardu here is what is now al ardu is called?
It's called naibul fa'il.
Acting doer. Acting
Acting
doer.
doer.
Thank you, Burak, for helping me. Musab Iqbal.
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Can you please help me to revise the whole lesson, whatever we have covered so far?
All right. So the first one is in passive voice verbs, fa'il is not known, but maf'ul is known.
Okay. For example, explain this first point by example.
Okay, like let's
A
take
normal verb of nasara.
Nasra. Okay.
Nasara means?
Nasra means he helped.
Okay. What is doer in that case?
He.
He. Okay. And what is will be the passive for that nasara?
Nusira.
And what will be the translation for that?
He was helped.
What is doer in that case?
He still.
Really? Nusira, you said he was helped. Do you know who helped?
Oh, no, not yet.
No. So he is not a doer in that case. Nasara, he helped. You know that.
Yeah.
But Nusira, he was helped. So he becomes maf'ul, the one who is being helped. Understand? It is
Yeah.
same like Mansur. Nasirun Mansur, the one who is being helped. So that is object, that is maf'ul. So doer is not known. That's why we say this verb as what is the name?
Passive voice verbs.
Passive voice verb. In Arabic we say
Majhul.
majhul, jahil, majhul, unaware. We don't know about that. Doer is missing in that case. Did you understand this one?
Yes.
Khalaqa means
He created.
what is doer in that case?
He.
He. If what is the passive voice for khalaqa?
Khulika.
Khuliqa translation.
He was created.
Do you know the doer?
Not yet.
Then no, doer is missing. That's why this is called
Fail majhul.
fail majhul. Or in English, what do we say?
Passive voice verbs.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, so we have to make here the passive verb. Can you please explain here Nasar al Muslimina?
Yes, Nasr al Muslimina. Nasra means he helped. That he is a doer here, but the passive voice is Nusira, which means he was helped. And then al Muslimuna, the al Muslimina, the Rafa status of this would be al Muslimuna. So it would be Nusira al Muslimuna.
So translation will be
The Muslims were helped.
Muslims were helped. Thank you very much. Thank you. Brother Hamad, can you please just help us to revise this by taking this example of Kutiba alaykum as-sayyam?
Okay, so we're learning about naibul fa'il. English you say acting doer. So this ayah is kutiba alaykum siyam. So actual verb is kataba. So kataba has an inside doer he, but kutiba is a passive voice, and there is an unknown doer inside this passive voice kutiba. So this means it was made compulsory,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Kutiba. So it was made compulsory. Who made it compulsory? It is unknown. So this is fail majhul alaykum siyam, upon you all the fasting. So here we do not have oh yeah, as-siyamu. As-siyamu is actually here is the naibul file, because this is in a rafa status, right?
Yes. So it is outside Naibul
This is
file.
outside, yeah,
So we
outside.
have to replace this with this. So the translation will be
So the fasting was
is
made
prescribed.
compulsory or prescribed upon you all.
And as-sayyamu in this case is called
Acting doer or naibul file.
acting doer. Acting doer. Okay. Can you please take the same concept and explain us the another ayah?
وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا.
So what is passive verb here?
Tuliyat.
Tuliyat means
Tuliyat means when it is recited.
okay. So we have to look for the naibul file here because we know that when there is a passive verb, doer is missing. So
Yeah.
let's start to find the doer that
So
we have to make as acting doer.
so acting doer here looks like ayatuhu.
Ayatuhu. That will be in Rafa status outside and this. So what will be the translation here?
So when his ayats are recited upon them,
It increased them
it increase them in faith.
in faith. Jazakallahu khairan. Thank you very much. So this was a very simple concept of acting doer. Just these important points are already written and these examples are there. You can take a screenshot. Already this material is available. Over to you, Doctor.